Everybody, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, Tammy Talks here. So this is Tammy Talks TV, Volume 1. These TV volumes are really going to be like my take on pop culture, entertainment news, celebrity gossip, all that type of stuff. So I got started back in 2009 as Tammy Talks because I had a entertainment news, celebrity gossip website slash blog where that's all I did. I talked pop culture, celebrity news, all that good stuff, the good, the bad, the indifferent, all of it. So why not make the jump to doing that here on my YouTube channel with all of you? So if you are brand new to my channel or if you are just a repeat person and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos, whether they are the Tammy Talks TV versions or if they are any of the mini TV shows that I do, such as Power, Insecure, Black Ink Crew, Married at First Sight, Ready to Love. The list truly goes on and on. So let's get started, y'all. So first off, rest in peace to Virgil. So Virgil Abloh, I think how you say his last name. But we know Virgil as one of the fashion designers for his work with Louis Vuitton. He was 41 years old, and he is the founder of the fashion brand Off-White. He is also the first African American to serve as artistic director for Louis Vuitton. He had a long secret, and I say secret because I think he kept it to himself, but he has had a long battle with cancer, which cancer just continues to take and take and take and take and take so many people away from us. So the type of cancer he has is cardiac sarcoma, which is a rare type of primary malignant heart cancer. Um, it's just so sad. Bernard Arnault, who is the CEO of LVMH Moet Hennessy, he issued a statement and he said that like everyone is terribly shocked. So I think Virgil kind of kept this close to him, as we see a lot of people, or at least a lot of celebrities, are doing right now in this space, where when they are suffering from these diseases, from these illnesses, they're not really broadcasting it to the world. So rest in peace to Virgil. I actually just found out that he went to school here in Wisconsin. He went to, we call it Madison, but I know the rest of the country calls it Wisconsin. So he went to the University of Wisconsin, Madison, which I literally had no idea that he went to school up here. So rest in peace to Virgil. He was definitely groundbreaking for like his work, just for groundbreaking, like for fashion designers, for black fashion designers. So he's from Rockford, Illinois. His parents were immigrants from Ghana. And I think we know him, a lot of people know him more closely as like the creative director for Kanye West. So we've seen him do a number of like album covers for Kanye West. Big Sean posted today that he did a couple of his album covers. So huge loss in the fashion world and just in the black Hollywood community as well. So rest in peace to Virgil. Moving on, Tiffany Haddish and Common break up after being together for 1 year. So the source that told People magazine about the breakup says they are never in the same city together and both are just too busy for a serious relationship. They are not saying who this source is. However, both of their reps, when reached out to by People, did not respond to their request for comment. So we know that Tiffany Haddish is 41, Common is 49 years old. A lot of people really liked them together, and then there were a lot of people that did not like them together at all. So it was actually kind of weird. We know Common is more of a, to me, he's a more quiet, more reserved type of person. And then you have Tiffany Haddish, who is really loud, in your face. We know that she did a number, like she would be on different shows, doing like interviews. And I always feel like she would do like low-key inappropriate comments and that type of stuff about him. And I don't know if we don't know how he ever felt about it because Common's not one to like get on Instagram or get on Twitter and say anything. But I can imagine he might have felt a way about how she talked about him and just how she talked about their relationship just in the public in general. So, but I can definitely, I don't think it's any like bullshit behind this. I can definitely see how celebrities that are not married, if you both are in different states and you both are really working, you're on the grind with your career. We know that since the pandemic has started to blow, oh, it's still here, but since it has started to blow over a little bit, we know that more and more like studios and stuff are opening back up. A lot of these celebrities are getting back to work and they're like fully immersing themselves into work because they missed out on so much potential money over the past year and a half when, you know, a lot of studios were closed. Their, you know, concerts are opening back up, live, different live things that they can go out and make money, you know, award shows, red carpets, premieres. So there's more opportunity now for them to go ahead and travel. And I've always said these COVID relationships, these pandemic relationships are not going to work once real life opens back up. But I'm sure both of them will fall back on their feet together. What do you guys feel about the reason for their breakup? Y'all believe in it, or y'all calling BS on? I don't know if I really believe that they are just they grew apart, or do y'all think it was something else? Let's talk about it down below. All right, so next up on the docket is Jack Dorsey, who is the CEO of Twitter, is stepping down from the board. So it was announced today that he is stepping down as chief of the social media company, effective immediately. Parag Agrawal, who is Twitter's chief technology officer, will take over the reins. So, as a result of that, shares of Twitter closed down 2.74% on the day, according to CNBC. But he said, Dorsey said that the company is ready to move on from its founders, and so that's basically what he has said about it. I really hope this doesn't ruin Twitter, and I say that because I feel like Instagram and Facebook are ruined. To me, Instagram's algorithm, the way that you basically have to be an influencer or a celebrity or just someone who gets tons and tons and tons of initial looks. Like, I think that's crazy. I don't like the fact that Instagram tells me whose posts I want to see. I'll be the judge of whose posts I want to see. So I hope that Twitter doesn't go to that, because right now Twitter does let you pick your timeline. So you are able to either pick the algorithm, or you can pick if you want your tweets to appear in chronological order. So I'm really wondering, like, what was the initial cause behind that, but we're not seeing. We're not, like, I read through his statement and I'm not seeing anything like super in particular that has like stood out as to why Dorsey would be stepping down from the company. But hope, fingers crossed, that algorithm does not kick in and we are not now trapped into that let me tell you what you want to see type of mode that we have on some other social media platforms. Jussie Smollett. Whew, Lord. I called bullshit on Jussie's story when it first happened. I knew back then Jussie was not attacked by some red hat wearing people. I knew then that just never happened. I had my podcast, TammyTalks, at the time. You can still find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all that type of stuff. I called bull on that. So we know now that Jussie is now standing trial under the inkling that he has faked a hate crime to grab the nation's attention. So the prosecution is saying, this is what the prosecution is saying, Special Prosecutor Dan Webb told jurors that Smollett developed a secret plan that would make it that there was actually a hate crime that actually occurred against him by supporters of Donald Trump. So, if you for any of you that don't know the story, don't remember, Jussie Smollett was in Chicago during a polar vortex. I am in Milwaukee. During a polar vortex, no one is leaving the house to walk anywhere, yet unless you have to, yet alone a celebrity of Jussie's stature who was in Chicago to film a show. So there were PAs, there were assistants, there were gophers. There are people that are going to go and grab whatever you want. Nonetheless, Jussie is alleging that he was hungry and he left the house late at night to go and grab a sandwich from Subway, which gross. But he was going to grab a sandwich from Subway. While he was walking, he is alleging that he was attacked by two men that called him obscenities, that yelled out some of y'all's last red presidents like slogans, and he was attacked because of that. Jussie was initially not very cooperative with the police. He didn't want to turn over his cell phone. We know that things immediately just did not seem to be on the up and up. So after that, it came out that Jussie did know two of the men. They ended up being two African American men who were like his trainers. We saw that there were text messages and money exchange between the two of them. So basically, it came out allegedly that Jussie paid these two men to attack him, to yell out these racial slurs, to yell out all of like the all of y'all last rest presidents like slogans in an attempt to make it seem like there was a hate crime targeted against him. As a result, Jussie lost a lot of like endorsements and stuff. Empire's ratings tanked even more than they were going to for that last season, which was not good. I feel like even Journey, his sister, I think even she caught some strays from that with her career. And so now here we are with Jussie standing trial because you lied about this hate crime. Jussie got on, was it Good Morning America or the Today Show, and cried about how he was attacked. And like, we were all on his side until it all started to come down brick by brick by brick by brick by brick. So we're so sick of hearing about Jussie. And I feel like he has maintained his innocence. He has stood by his story. Talk about being committed. Okay? Talk about standing 10 toes down on what you believe in. But Jussie, the rest of us don't believe you. I have always, and I am like on record with my podcast, on record as being like, this does not make sense. I am calling total and complete and utter bullshit on this story. So the justice system is as well. So Jussie is on trial. I don't know what the outcome of this is going to be. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know what Jussie's sentence will be. If he is found guilty, I don't know if that holds years, if it's a citation. I don't know how that's going to work out, but prayers with you, sir, because this does not look good for you. It does not look like it's going to end well. So, Trey Songz. I feel like every time we hear about Trey Songz, it's from him doing something stupid or being in the media for something negative. Trey Songz is currently being investigated for alleged sexual assault in Vegas. So a police report was filed with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on Sunday, so just yesterday. And they are now looking into claims of a sexual assault incident that happened at the Cosmopolitan. Right now, no one has been arrested. Trey Songz is cooperating with police. He was there in town for his 37th birthday. So a source told TMZ that Trey, his entourage, brought a group of females back to the hotel, and apparently that's where everything popped off at. I feel like every single time we hear about Trey Songz lately, it is for him getting into a fight. It's for somebody accusing him of doing something. It's for It's for just something silly. Something silly. Trey Songz is doing everything but putting out music. Somebody said that Trey Songz should do a verses, and I said he wouldn't make it to the verses. It would be more scandal before he even got to the verses. And I just kind of feel like that's why we could never get there with him, because it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Ari Lennox, staying on the legal side. Ari Lennox was apparently arrested in Amsterdam, and she is accusing the security of being racist towards her. So I briefly looked at this story, not a whole lot, but Ari took to Twitter and she has some tweets that F Amsterdam security, they hate black people. She then she continued on to say, I just want to go home. I'll never leave my house again. Wow, they're arresting me. Now, I don't know how you're arrested while tweeting, but she said she was arrested. So she then tweeted, I'm being arrested in Amsterdam for reacting to a woman for racially profiling me. So I don't think we ever got like a clear story of the situation. When I went back to look at the time of me recording this video, I didn't see anything else I didn't see anything else about it. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how she would be able to film that while being, I don't know how she would be able to do that, how she would be able to tweet while being arrested, but that is the last thing that we've heard about her. Dutch authorities did confirm to ABC News that she was arrested for disturbing public order in combination with being underneath the influence. And she is still in custody. Y'all gonna stop playing with them people overseas. We have heard time and time again, Americans going overseas, being drunk, being extra. They do not play that overseas. Y'all gonna learn today, and I hope they don't make an example out of Ari. SoulTrain Awards 2021. Did y'all watch it? I did, but I didn't. I felt like I was kind of in and out with the SoulTrain Awards. I think for me the biggest issue is the fact that major celebrities don't show up to this. I feel like as black people, we kick and scream and cry when we don't win Grammy Album of the Year, when we don't win Song of the Year, Record of the Year, we Best New Artist. We do all of this because we want to be accepted by the white mainstream media so bad. We want to be accepted by the Grammy board, but we have our own award show. We have the SoulTrain Awards, which is by us for us, and we don't show up for it. I feel like the biggest celebrities there were Ashanti and Maxwell, and we know that Maxwell only showed up because Maxwell was being honored. But I feel like the bigger celebrities that we should be seeing at these events to show that they, appreciate their fans, that they are thankful for what the black entertainment what the black entertainment industry is able to do for them, they don't show up for it. We only see Beyonce at award shows if she knows for sure she's going to win something or be honored. We don't see Rihanna do anything musical anymore. We don't see, where's Lil Wayne? Where's Drake? Where are all these big people that are staples? Let's go even further back than that. Where are some of our old time greats? Where are people? Why don't we go to the black award shows? That is such a conversation I would love to have. So we had Silk Sonic, who they weren't even there. They opened and closed the awards with a pre-recorded set, and I get it. They look like they filmed it on the old Soul Train set. Y'all could have redid that on stage. We had Lucky Day performed. Who else? And I feel like that's all that's coming to me. Ari, whose stage presence is abysmal. For a song like Pressure, I feel like you need to be moving and shaking. Ari stood right there with that mic, and that's all she could give. So Maxwell was honored. He did his own tribute. Ashanti was honored as the Lady of Soul. She did her own tribute. I don't know, y'all. I really don't even have much to say about it because I feel like the best part of the awards was DJ Cassidy's to pass the mic afterwards. And I love award shows. I like any award show that comes on TV, I'm watching because to me they are free concerts. I tell everybody that all the time. My friends and my family think I'm crazy when I say that, but they are actually free concerts, right? So it's sad that when you hear of the Country Music Awards, all the biggest country stars, they are all there. They flock to Nashville. They're in attendance. They're ready. They're energized. They're excited to be there. And then we look at ours, and I feel like they kept showing the cast of sisters in the crowd because there wasn't anybody like super big there to kind of highlight. So it goes back to the initial question of what can we do to get black entertainers excited about winning black awards? Because the BET Awards, the SoulTrain Awards, we should have a bigger turnout. It should be celebrities clamoring to want to be there, to support the culture, to support the industry, or like what word am I thinking of? To support the machine that helped propel those that came before them so they're able to do what they're doing now. And I just feel like people nowadays, the celebrities we have, they just don't care. They just don't care whether, or I don't know if Soul Train is, I doubt Soul Train isn't inviting them, but if you just look at award shows from like 6-7 years ago, the Soul Train Awards used to be way bigger. They used to always bring back some like throwback group to come out and be honored. And like, we didn't even have that this year. Ashanti did her own tribute. Maxwell did his own tribute. That is weird to me. That's weird to me. So that's just how I felt about it. That's all I had for you guys. If you made it this far through the video, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up the video if you enjoyed the content, and I will catch you guys in the next one.